This is a battle rope. You can do a variety of functional training exercises with the battle rope, and it can be attached anywhere on the rig. Okay, so we have the battle ropes in hand, and we are away from the anchor point to where we have tension in the rope, but there still is just a little slack. You don't want it so tight that it pulls your body forward when you start to move the ropes. You're going to be in an athletic stance with soft bend in your knees, torso's nice and tall, shoulders are going to be pulled back, your palms are going to stay close together here, and you're going to have your arms alternating, moving up and down, creating a wave that travels down to the end of the anchor point. Now, you can make it more or less challenging by making the wave bigger or smaller, but the key is finding rhythm in your movement. So Ryan, go ahead and show them what it looks like. Okay, we've got battle ropes in each hand. We're a good distance away from the anchor point to have just a little bit of tension in the rope, but not so much that once we get the movement going, it pulls it forward. We're in an athletic stance with bent knees. We've got our shoulders pulled back, tall posture here in the torso. Your hands are going to stay close together, and you're going to create an alternating wave. So one arm is going to come up and then the other, and you want to create a wave that travels all the way to the anchor point. However, with this exercise, we're also going to include a squat. So you're going to squat for a tempo, and then you're going to move the battle ropes consistently, and you're going to try to maintain coordinating all of them for a specific duration. Ryan, why don't you go ahead and show them what it looks like? Okay, we're back here at the battle ropes. We've got a battle rope in each hand, and we're a good distance away from the anchor point that allows tension in the rope, but won't pull us forward when we start to get the movement going, okay? You're gonna be in an athletic stance here, and you're gonna keep the ropes close together. We're gonna create that alternating wave that travels all the way down to the end of the anchor point just by moving our arms like this, but we're also now gonna be moving our feet with this exercise. So you've gotta move your hands up and down like this, while simultaneously, you're stepping with your feet, okay? So let's show them what the rhythm looks like, Ryan. Okay, we're back here with the battle ropes. We've got one on each hand, and we're at a good distance away from the anchor point that creates tension in the rope, but not so much that it's gonna pull you forward when you start doing the movement, okay? We're gonna be in an athletic stance here with a bend in our knees. We're gonna keep these battle rope handles close together. And the idea with this exercise is to create a double wave that isn't full power. It's a moderate amount of power that allows you to continue doing the movement for a specific duration, okay? And so in order to do that, you find a rhythm that's a little bit more moderate and allows you to keep moving throughout the movement for a certain amount of time, right? Why don't you go and show them what it looks like, Ryan? Here with the battle ropes in hand, and we're a good distance away from the anchor point that allows us to create tension in the rope, but not so much that it's going to pull us forward once we start the movement, okay? You're going to be in an athletic stance with your hands close together, and the idea with this movement is to create as much power as you possibly can. So it's going to be slightly slower paced, but the idea is to get the ropes up really high by exploding up in the air, and then we're going to come down as hard as we can. You want to slam those battle ropes down as hard as you can. So pace yourself, exhale on the way down. Ryan, why don't you show them what it looks like? Okay, we've got the battle ropes in hand, and we're a good distance away from the anchor point that creates some tension in the rope, but not so much that it's going to pull us forward once we start the movement, okay? We're gonna be in an athletic stance with a slight bend in the knees. Your hands are gonna be close together. With this one, it's a very powerful movement, so you're gonna wanna slam the rope down as hard as you can. We're gonna be doing alternating slams, so that means only one hand at a time is going to be participating in this movement. So Ryan, why don't you go ahead and show them what it looks like? Okay, we're back here with the battle ropes. We've got the rope attached to the rig here, and we're at a good distance away to where once we start to move the ropes around, it's not gonna jerk our body forward, okay? We also have an underhand grip on the battle ropes. What you wanna do with this exercise, it's called Uber-Use. We're gonna wanna trace the letter U with our hands, keeping our hands close together, okay? Bigger you make the U, the more challenging it's gonna be. You could make it smaller to make it a little bit less challenging, but you have to get your whole body into the movement in order to create the rhythm that allows the waves to travel to the end of the line here and allows you to continue moving for a specific duration. Okay, Ryan, why don't you go ahead and show them what it looks like? Okay, we're back here with the battle ropes. This time we're in the seated position. The rope's attached to the anchor point on the rig. We're not really worried too much about the tension on this because the ropes are going to start on the ground. You just don't want to be so far away that you're leaning forward, because we want to lean back a little bit and engage the core for this exercise. So we just want to find that spot that allows us to find the rhythm in the alternating waves and allows us to keep our core solid, okay? The seated position, hands are going to stay side by side here as you move them up and down. Okay, the larger you make the waves, the more challenging it's going to be. The smaller the waves are, slightly easier it's going to be. Ryan, why don't you show them what it looks like? Okay, we're back here with the battle ropes. This time we're going to use an underhand grip on the battle ropes. We've got the rope attached to the anchor point on the rig, but we also have a little bit less tension in the rope this time because we're creating a movement that's going to bring the handles of the battle rope close to our hip on one side. Okay, it's kind of a power movement, but it's not full throttle as hard as you can go. You really want to try to find rhythm in this movement. So you're going to keep your hands close to your hip. You're going to turn the palms up a little bit as you rotate and pivot your feet and bring the ropes to the other side. Now we're going to do that a little bit faster than I just demonstrated. So Ryan, why don't you show them what it looks like?